All right, United Way of San Diego County is getting ready for its annual fundraising gala called A Night United, Illuminating the Way. The event supports programs that help local families build financial security and prepare young people for future careers. So joining us live in studio right now are CEO Rachel LaRose and Board Chair Derek Danziger of United Way of San Diego. Welcome both. Great to see you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. Let's first talk, Derek, about United Way, what you guys do for the community. Like, for those who just don't know, I mean, I remember seeing commercials from, we've talked about this before, for decades about United Way. Tell us what you guys do for folks here in San Diego.
Sure. No, thanks for having us. We're probably a very different organization than the one you saw years ago. But what I always like to tell people is San Diego, we love living in San Diego. Everybody loves to live in San Diego. But it's gotten to be a very expensive place to live. And what we have found is that really 1 out of every 3 people struggles to make ends meet in San Diego. These are even people that are gainfully employed, sometimes people working 2 and 3 jobs, even people making 6-figure incomes are having trouble making it work in San Diego. So as an organization, what we are focused on is really family financial stability, early childhood education, and giving people the tools and resources that they have to be able to survive in San Diego. So that can be everything from financial coaching to early childhood education programs. So everything that we do and money that's invested into our organization goes back out into the community to help in those programs.
What's a scenario in which somebody might say, we need that guidance? Like, you know, because obviously everybody's dealing with the challenges of the finances that we deal with.
So it could be people who get stuck in predatory lending. It's the people that don't know how to take care of their finances or getting stuck with credit card debt that's way up here. It's people who don't realize that if you're making a certain income level in San Diego, there are tax credits that you are eligible for that we can help you get into, where we're leaving millions and millions of dollars on the table that people don't know that they're eligible to get back in their taxes, and they can get free tax preparation. There's lots of just different things that people just have no idea that they're available to have as tools, that if they can, reach out to us, we can help funnel them into those types of services.
It's important to have people who feel like they're on our team, right? Because there's so much out there that's challenging. So Rachel, give us an idea of the funds that you guys need. So you have this big gala. This is the big one.
This is the big one.
The goal's $230,000.
It is.
Give us an idea of where that money will go when you're able to raise what you're able to raise.
So we're really excited to invite our community to the gala this Saturday, which will be really fun. The funds will be invested in programs that are helping our families build their financial stabilities. So it's invested in programs that are connecting families to financial coaching, that are connecting families to tax preparation services, to banking accounts, literacy resources for youth, and high-wage careers for teens. It's an opportunity for us to really think about how do we bring hundreds of nonprofit partners and businesses together to find really great solutions for the San Diego community.
So you guys have some pictures here.
We do.
They were not just fancy pictures, but they are of some of the things that are up for auction. Give us an idea of what's up for auction, and maybe, like, I mean, it's pretty special when you have a lot of organizations that probably support you and say, we'll offer this up so that you guys can make some money to do some good in the community.
We have some great opportunities through our silent auction, which folks can bid on starting today. They're welcome to bid on that. A 7-day package at Rancho La Puerta Wellness Resort. There's Padres tickets. There's tickets to the Century, the new PGA tournament, well, newly named PGA tournament. There's theater tickets, symphony tickets. My favorite thing in the auction selection this year, I'm a bit of a book nerd, and there is a special behind-the-scenes tour of the Rare Books Room at the San Diego Public Library for a small group, and so an opportunity to do pieces like that. What we've seen are hundreds of businesses come together, donate resources, and that we can put together and really auction off to the community. And then folks who are attending the gala, there are quite literally a handful of tickets left. So there's still a couple tickets left if you want to come dance and sing and enjoy the sunset over the San Diego Bay with us.
That's pretty good, and support a really good thing. Derek, give us an idea of how this has evolved, like as far as the gala goes and just your organization and growing and becoming more of maybe a needed entity in San Diego?
Yeah, I mean, this is actually, I believe, only the 2nd year that we've done an event like this. Over the years, we've relied so heavily on donors and folks to support our organization, and we haven't done a big event before. And so as a board, we got together and said, we really need to do an event where we're bringing the community together and having a chance to support the programs and things that we're doing. So it's our second year. Yeah. We're trying to grow it, and the only way we can do that is with the support of the community and all the partners, the corporations, the friends that we have, to really focus on this, because it's something that we can only do with our partners. It's not something we can do alone.
And do you feel, Rachel, that the need is greater now than maybe ever before, yes, or have we seen other times when it's been similar?
The need is getting greater and greater by the moment. San Diego, as Derek mentioned, is a wonderful place to live. It's very expensive to live here, and the cost of living continues to go up, and I think we're saddling our kids with making tougher choices with fewer resources, and so if we can invest today, we can change that story.
The more information they have and support, probably the better, right?
Absolutely.
Give us an idea of some details for folks who are interested in supporting either at the gala or otherwise.
Totally. You can find out everything you need to know about the gala, about buying tickets, and about the auction at anightunited.org.
All right, there you go, and you have the information on the screen. It is this Saturday at the Eve at Waterfront?
Yep.
You got dinner, live music, auctions, and there is the website as well. We got a link on our website, fox5sandiego.com. Derek and Rachel, great to see you guys.
Thank you so much for
coming
having
in,
us.
and thanks for all the great work you guys do in the community as well.
Thanks.
All right, we'll be right back here on the Fox 5 News at 7:30.